You feed them. You hold them. You stand by their crib at 3 in the morning when every muscle aches for rest and your eyes close against your will. And in those moments, through the exhaustion, through the endless cycle of diaper changes and rocking, a quiet, almost imperceptible question surfaces from the depths of your mind. Does he really feel that I love him? Does he understand? Stop right there. Stay with that question. Because what I'm about to say might change not only how you look at your child, but how he looks at you. Modern neurobiology and developmental psychology tell us one simple yet truly revolutionary thing. For an infant, love is not an abstract feeling or your internal intention. It is a language, a living, tangible language that he begins to learn from the first minutes of life. He reads it through your eyes, through the inflection of your voice, through the rhythm of your hands. And if you speak this language, he understands you. Always. Stop right there. Stay with that question, because what I'm about to say might change not only how you look at your child, but how he looks at you. Modern neurobiology and developmental psychology tell us one simple yet truly revolutionary thing. For an infant, love is not an abstract feeling or your internal intention. It is a language, a living, tangible language that he begins to learn from the first minutes of life. He reads it through your eyes, through the inflection of your voice, through the rhythm of your hands. And if you speak this language, he understands you. Always. The first channel is the gaze. A baby doesn't understand words yet. He can't follow the complex logic of a conversation. But from the very first days, he possesses a striking ability. He reads faces, especially yours. When your eyes meet his and your expression is soft, warm, and truly engaged, a quiet but powerful chemical reaction ignites in his brain. Oxytocin is released, the hormone of connection and trust. It works in you and in him simultaneously. You don't need to catch his gaze every second. That's impossible and unnecessary. A few intentional encounters a day are enough. Next time you're feeding him, try putting your phone away, just for 2 or 3 minutes. Look at him, without analyzing, without planning. Just be. Catch his eye. Smile with the corners of your mouth. Let him see. I see you. You are here, and you matter to me. This moment, this is love made visible. The second channel is the voice. It might feel a little strange to hold a monologue about the weather, the grocery list, or how tired you are to a being that won't say a word back. But while you speak, something extraordinary is happening. Every word settles in his brain, not as information, but as rhythm, as a vibration of safety. He doesn't grasp the meaning, but he absorbs the tone. Research confirms it's not about the quantity of words, but the act of addressing him. When you respond to his cooing, when you mimic his sounds, when you simply narrate your actions, you are sending a profound signal. Your signals matter. You are a person worth talking to. Your presence has meaning. Your voice to him is not just background noise. It is a home he returns to every time the world feels too loud or confusing. Talk to him. Sing. Describe. You don't need to be a poet. You just need to be you. The third channel is touch, but there's a crucial nuance here that is rarely discussed. Newborns come into this world with a very sensitive, immature nervous system. Their startle reflex is intense. Any sudden touch, even the gentlest, can trigger a stress response for a split second. So try to voice your hands. Before you pick up your child, before you change him, or simply stroke his head, say quietly, calmly, "I'm going to pick you up now. Let's change your diaper. I'm right here."
When your voice precedes your touch by just a moment, the baby's brain has time to prepare. He reads this as safety, as intentionality. And if you add simple skin-to-skin contact to this, you are literally helping his body regulate his heart rate, temperature, and stress hormones. Touch, warmed by your voice and attention, stops being just care. It becomes a dialogue.
The fourth channel is rhythm and response. An infant lives in an absolute now. He has no yesterday, no plan for tomorrow. The world is a continuous stream of new smells, sounds, and sensations. In this stream, he desperately needs anchors, rituals. It could be the same lullaby before bed, the same sequence, bath, gentle massage, feeding, even a familiar cue word. Let's go for a walk. For an infant, predictability is a synonym for safety, and safety is the soil in which attachment grows. This also applies to responding to his cry. Until 6 months, a child is physically incapable of crying to manipulate you. He cries because it is his only tool to say, "I'm uncomfortable, I'm scared, I need you." When you respond, consistently, warmly, even if not instantly, you are forming what psychologists call a secure base, an internal knowledge. When I struggle, help comes. I am not alone. And here is the paradox, confirmed by research. Children whose signals were answered consistently in the first months cry less as they get older. Not more, less, because they have learned that they are heard. That confidence allows them to relax into the world, rather than constantly sounding the alarm.
And also, try to mirror him. It sounds simple, almost like a game. But from a developmental perspective, it is one of the most profound tools in your kit. When he scrunches his forehead, softly mimic it. When he makes a sound, echo it back. When he smiles, light up in return. When you reflect his own state back to him, you are sending a vital message. What you feel exists. I see it. You are real. And now, the most important part. And honestly, the hardest. Being present. Not perfect, not always energetic, but simply real. Let's lift the weight off that word. Early parenthood is often a state of survival. Chronic sleep deprivation, anxiety, the feeling that you are losing your former self. And when the advice, "just be here," sounds, a wave of guilt often rises. I can't. I'm not coping. So let's rephrase. Presence is not about being 100% engaged 24 hours a day. It's about micro moments of authenticity. 30 seconds when you put down your phone and just watch the steady rise and fall of his belly. One deep breath that you take together before picking him up. You're honest, "I'm so tired today," said out loud. Yes, he won't understand the words, but his nervous system reads the tone. And that is okay. Your regulation is part of his regulation. When you give yourself the right to a pause, to a sip of water, to a minute of silence, you are not failing him. You are showing him that caring for yourself is part of caring for him. That being different is allowed.
You don't need to implement everything at once. You don't need to become an ideal expert. One small step today is enough. One feeding without distractions. One warning phrase before you pick him up. One repetitive bedtime ritual. You aren't programming a child. You are responding to him. And that is already more than enough. If you are listening to this right now, it means you are searching. You want to be closer. That in itself is love. Your baby isn't waiting for perfection. He is waiting for you, the real you. Tired, loving, sometimes doubting, but present. And every time your eyes meet, every time you answer his call, every time you just breathe beside him, you are writing the very first, most important chapter of his life.
the one where he will forever remember, I am safe, I am seen, I am loved. Your child is lucky to have you. Please, don't forget that.